Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 580. I am your host, who is very rapidly attempting to get drunk on apple whiskey. I am Circuit Main. Bottoms up. I am joined by a wonderful group of panelists here to talk about the Brony community for this week. And why am I getting liquored up? No, it's not because we're about to watch another anthology, anti-theology, or a bunch of random videos, or do something that doesn't require any mental brain work. No, I'm just got actually some really awesome apple whiskey, and I've been enjoying some shots of it here and there because it's really, really tasty. But it's also, we're going to be talking about Battle Gem Ponies, which we announced a few weeks ago. They recently released their alpha build of the game. This was a special alpha build that you could only get the code and download link for if you paid into the Kickstarter or if you were currently paying into their Patreon. So I did pay into the Kickstarter, so I was able to get a hold of the code, and we're going to showcase the alpha so everybody can get a taste of how far along the game has come, and hopefully entice some of you to maybe jump in on the Patreon, or maybe go to the itch.io and buy into the game, or, you know, just to drum up more interest, because I think it's an interesting game. They've been working really hard on it since they literally had to rebuild it almost from the ground up a few years ago. A lot of craziness happened with that. But before we, of course, get started with that, and before I give while I give the apple liquor a chance to go through, let's go ahead and talk to my special guests here that are here to enjoy me drinking apple whiskey. We have Crazy Matt Whiskey.
I don't have my drink, it's downstairs.
We have D Whiskey 12.
I can't have it, unfortunately.
We have Death Apple Whiskey. Sorry. We have Death Apple.
Dream, though.
Okay, we have Deathlight Whiskey Deductions.
Is it Crown Royal that you have, or?
Actually, this one's a fun one. It's a local. It's a local called Porter's Apple. And it is hilarious because you look at the image. They got this like really serious looking guy with a full-on beard and everything. It's actually kind of freaky. It's almost like he's admonishing you for drinking it. Anyway, we also got Toakoi.
For your locals.
I don't run on alcohol no more.
Neither do I. I can't.
I can't tell if that's a Futurama joke or something else. We got Tech Stallion.
Who's gonna get some wine in the fridge? But I need to go buy me some apple wine.
And apparently for some strange reason, you can't use a wireless keyboard for Twitch PS5? Really?
What?
That's weird. And we also have, from the Otaku Ascended, our special guest, our special friend, our special WrestleMan, Suki of the Otaku Whiskey Ascended.
Man, I wish I had some whiskey right now. One, damn.
Well, I'm willing to share one with you, but since you can't be here, I'll take a shot in your honor.
Shot.
Shouldn't drink whiskey anymore.
Shot. Okay. But yes, everybody, we are here to bring you the Brony community for this week, and we, of course, are going to be bringing Battle Gem. But before that, we, of course, need to do the normal, and that is warming up our vocal cords, giving ourselves a chance to air grievances, talk about little random things that are going on, get excited for exciting things, what have you, what will you do? Okay, no, that's not the right one. How about this one? You know what? I like this one. We'll go with this Lyra. Look at that. Lyra is awesome. And we're going to do that, of course, with a little bit of wub. And so I want to ask all of you, as we do every week at this time, what's up, Bronies?
Printer's been acting up, but I realized I was being very hubris and trying to print a helmet all at once, but it's just do it in pods. Boy, I hate being too creative.
Well, I'm not gonna doubt that. I'm not gonna doubt that's the word you would use, but not the word, not the way you'd want to use some words either. We'll leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Well, hopefully you can get the printer up and going at some point and get it back to
it's
pieces.
fine now. As soon as I went, all right, you know what? Split in half, go.
Fair enough. All right then. Well, at least it's back up and going. Anybody else have any other "What's up, Brony" that they want to throw out there? All right. Oh, sorry.
You know, I was horribly sick last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I've had a lot of people nearby, around me and nearby me, getting sick recently. I hope you're okay. I'm glad you're okay now, but it's kind of weird, the timing.
I figured out also I'm gonna have to be repainting that whole wagon because the paint has degraded pretty badly, so that's gonna be fun.
All right. Don't worry, Sonic. I do see your post. Glad to hear that you had a great time at Motor City Comic Con. It sounds like,
Nice.
yeah. And of course, now I got to make the joke here. So, Deathlight, you're going to paint a wagon. Gonna paint it good.
I'm too young for that. I'm sorry. I have no clue.
No, come on! Don't say that to me. Oh.
And then you gotta see also the drama of what all happened when my little brother was around on Wednesday.
Oh, something about your.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
that whole issue.
this is the part I was making a dumbass. Why? You had to age me on Simpsons of all things, man.
Oh, I've never watched The
Sorry,
Simpsons.
Canyon Arrow
Oh well,
is
okay
not
then.
usable here.
No, it's not Canyon Arrow. I'm giving. Well, I gave up on Toa long ago, but I'm giving up on you again, Toa. You failed me for the last time.
Reinstated your non-give up
You know
before.
that's not true.
You failed me for the last time again.
Not true. That's impossible.
And anyways,
Anyway, yes.
I found out that they were actually here since 2:00 on Wednesday. So they spent over 4 hours trying to change a tire.
Wow.
And yeah, I did in 15 minutes.
I mean, I'm not exactly car inclined. I'm not car inclined either, but even I know how to change a tire. Jeez.
How old is he?
Oh, you mean the master mechanic that knows so much more than me that I have any vehicle that I can ever touch?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah, he's just barely above drinking age now. So.
Okay, that's a little bit more understanding. Not greatly, but a little.
Jesus.
Anyway.
I can
You
no
also
longer
got to
drink.
see. You also got to see my ways of problem solving and being creative. With fixing the starting issue with my little $300 Ranger.
Aw, Sonic, did you have to open up that wound? Oh man, now I'm sad. Anybody want to see Mrs. Doubtfire and Good Morning Vietnam? I kind of want to now.
That's a classic right there.
Yeah. We could also watch RV just to end it, just for the fun of it.
Call it. So yeah, I had an issue with my $300 Ranger where you would turn the key and it would get stuck, so it would constantly crank until it broke the starter because after the engine kicks over, it'll just destroy the starter.
Oof. Fun.
So I'm like, fine, whatever. I'll just make it so I don't have to crank it all the way over. So I got a little $20 push button thing, and with some accessory switches for later activities. And I actually did post a video of it, so you can watch the excitement.
Ooh. Well. Oh, that's pretty awesome. At least I'm glad you had some good news going on after all the other crap that happened. That really is nice to hear.
Yeah, I will be getting a limited slip differential for this truck soon, as well as a new front axle for my Explorer, possibly this coming up weekend. So, as well as a new fender for my Explorer. So, all for free because I am friends with a guy that has a kind of private scrapyard. So.
Hey, it's good to know a dude. You know a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Okay, sorry, I couldn't help the joke.
See, that's what makes me laugh. Like, it's just part of being in the industry. You just know people that can get you all sorts of stuff. So
Oh yeah.
Beauty of networking.
Yep, networking is always a good thing to have. So, speaking of me being completely anti-networking,
can I-
sorry. Yes. Yes, you
Sorry
can.
for interrupting earlier, Deathlight. I thought you were done back there.
how dare you
I-
interrupt me?
I recently been put on another medication. It's helped me with my out, but one of the side effects is I can't have alcohol.
Oh no, yeah, no, that is very obvious. Alcohol and medication never mix, so I don't blame you on that at all.
Yeah, this one
Oh.
specifically says do not consume with wine.
Specifically,
Just wine. That's kind of an oddball.
Alcohol in general.
Okay, that makes more sense. Just suddenly, just don't consume with wine. It seems so random. But yeah,
I only
no.
said wine because it had the wine glass as a symbol next to it.
Okay, that makes more sense. I get that. Yeah. But yeah,
Also,
no.
I have one thing to add to what's up, Brony, this week.
Sure, shoot.
Dear Frito Lay, fuck you. But,
Dear
okay,
Matt,
I'm gonna expand on that. So, like, it's actually kind of funny. One of my favorite snacks of growing up was Funyuns.
Oh, I love Funyuns. Oh no.
Yeah.
What happened
So
to Funyuns?
they came out with a new flavor called spicy queso. I was like, okay, I like Funyuns. I like queso flavored things.
Yeah.
Because and Lay's literally has queso flavored chips, which are okay, like regular Lay's. I'm like, okay, maybe this will be great. I'm eating these right now. They don't even taste like Funyuns.
Wow.
They don't taste like either flavor on the bag.
That's messed up. I mean, come on, spicy queso. I mean, a cheesy, spicy cheesy onions sound awesome. How in the world could they not get any of that?
I don't know. Like, maybe there's a little bit of like cheese taste I'm getting on this, but there's no spice. Doesn't taste like queso cheese. And it doesn't taste like Funyuns anymore. Like, what the fuck?
That is
Jeez.
impressive in a bad way.
It's impressive, alright. Yeah, gee, and it's no wonder I'm starting to learn how to cook things. I'm getting sick and tired of this crap. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah,
To make your own Funyuns.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I mean, obviously, this is the first bag of Funyuns I've bought in a long time, but it's because obviously I've cut back on a ton of this, like the snack foods that I like these types that I eat. So
Yeah.
when I saw that, and I was like, hey, I want to try that. I'm sad now.
I broke my fast for this. What have you done? That does suck.
To be fair, though, it's like you look at the prices for chips and stuff. Where it's like, oh, cool, I can get myself a bag of chips and some dip, and like that. That's like $15 now.
Oh, cool! I could buy a 10-pound bag of potatoes and roast them for the same price, and probably spice them up better too.
and you can put olive oil on them too, so they'll taste better. It don't be-
Of course.
they don't taste like crap in them.
Olive oil. Get some of the spice mixes that Railroad Brony is coming out with. Oh, I'm gonna tell you that is such a treat. It's amazing. Especially.
I'm more depressed that I can't eat any of that stuff anymore.
Oh.
Just don't use
I was-
that crappy chip wizard as seen on TV. Ugh.
I
I
was
do not like
pressured.
microwave chips too.
No,
You were
it is
saying?
I was pressured it over the weekend
Mhm.
to go out for breakfast with the family, and I decided not to eat anything. And they finally just they kept offering me to eat a single sausage. I finally caved in and did it. Within 5 minutes, I wanted to throw up. I was so upset.
Oh, that really sucks. That really does.
Gallbladder issues are horrible,
They
and
really
even
are.
after you get it removed, it lingers for the rest of your life.
Well, I better take good care of my gallbladder then. I kind of like eating,
Yeah, and drinking
No.
too.
especially the drinking part.
I can't drink whiskey anymore. It's too strong for proof for me.
Oh no. You know what?
I can't.
No.
I used to drink like a half bottle of whiskey and be fine. Now I drink like a bottle of Mike's and I am white girl wasted. It's great.
Well,
I'm a
actually,
cheap date.
that's not so bad, I gotta admit. But Deathlight, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take a shot of this apple whiskey just for you, man.
See, I can't do that. I can't go. Yeah, I'll take a shot for you, for you, for you. Like, no, that one shot is enough for me, and I'm gonna get drunk after that.
I know, so I'm taking it just for you. Though we are gonna have to probably have you try a little bit of Malort over at Everfree if you're coming this year.
Oh, yeah, I'm still trying to find a new engine for my truck, but everything else is going smoothly. I just need the money.
I feel that. All right, now that I've taken a shot for Deathlight, a little bit of what's up, Brony, going on with me, and then we'll go ahead and move on. So, right off the bat here, the good news is I finally have my VR area set up. I got a nice little corner of, nice little corner of my basement. I can reach my arms out, spin around, and not hit a wall, shelving, table, anything at all that will cause my fingers to hurt, my thumbs to blacken, and my fingers to bleed. And I can't believe I actually have to say that with a straight face, but yes. Now the only problem, there's a couple of problems, unfortunately. The one problem is the computer that I got. This is gonna be funny. I got 2 computers from my roommate Haru. One of them is an older system, which has a lower processor, lower graphics card, but for some strange reason, it has 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. Now this other system I got, better graphics card, better processor, even a little bit more solid state hard drive until I can get a 2 terabyte solid state in there. It only has 1 8 gigabyte stick of DDR4 memory.
Oh.
So it's just like, what happened here? What? This was supposed to be an upgrade? Where's the upgrade, man? But nah, it's an easy thing, and I'm already looking at some memory sticks right now. I can buy it for like $40-$50 and plug them in a couple of days, but I want to wait out some things, mostly because I also just barely finally bought my Everfree Northwest pass. I got the $200 one because I want to support them and also get the cool T-shirt.
Yeah, I do that every year for Everfree.
So yeah, I got that going on, and let's see. Right, so yeah, I got that set up, and I also technically got the gaming server set up too, but I need to upgrade them before they're going to be useful and usable. But at least the big parts of the plan are in place. Now it's just literally the upgrades and setup. So big chunk out of the way, which is great. Speaking of getting things set up and ready, the other one of the plans I had for BabsCon, which was the exciting plan of making a special BabsCon mead that I'm going to be distributing at BabsCon. I finally started the process of the first test. I got 2 1-gallon jugs right now in the basement that just barely started fermentation yesterday. One of them is a gallon jug filled with nothing but honey and water, a simple mead recipe. The other one has honey, water, and a cherry berry mix of fruits, which is basically cherries, blueberries, and blackberries. I'm going to let those ferment for about 6 weeks. I'm going to put them out into secondary, at which point they're both going to get a treatment of the cherry berry mix for 2 weeks to allow the juices to seep in. And then I'm going to take all of those out. I'm going to bottle them up and do some taste tests over at Everfree to see if any of them hold out well, and try to see what I can learn in order to work on making a really special mead. Now, here's the fun part about getting this mead made, about starting this whole process. I got 2 5-pound jugs of honey for this. And yes, that's a lot of honey. So
And it never spoils.
Oh, you brought the right words for this. So I did open up the container yesterday, and I put the jugs aside. They looked fine initially, but I didn't look too hard, I admit. I got all the tubes, carafate jugs. I got the jugs, growlers. I got the growlers ready. Now I was going to fill them. I filled them up with the powders. I filled one with fruits. The next step was simple. I was going to fill them each with half of the honey of one of the 5-gallon jugs. I open it up, and there is a solid mass right at the lid.
Oh.
They sold and sent me a 5-pound jug of honey that was purely crystallized. Now, yes.
You can boil it, you know.
Yes, you can boil it. Yes, you can melt it. Yes, you can make it viable. However, the problem with the mead making process is you have to make absolutely sure everything does not contain contaminants. So, when you got a solid 5-pound jug of honey with a small spout, and your options are severely limited. I basically tried to sit it in a hot sink full of hot water until it melted enough for me to pour some of it out. That worked a little bit. I can't just pour any hot water in it or just boil any water because, one, I'd have to make sure all of those pots and pans are sterilized, and two, I would have to make sure that water is a pure spring water variety, no tap water. I have to use my own bottled water for that. It basically makes a long process a longer process. What I ended up having to do is I ended up having to take coffee cupfuls of the spring water I do have, because I sanitized the cup, nuke it for a few minutes to get it into really hot, pour it into the jug and hope the jug doesn't melt or I burn myself, and shake it like a Polaroid. Right. We'll go with that. And just do this over and over as I'm trying to get this meat out, and eventually I ended up breaking it into it ends up slowly melting and breaking it up. But what should have been a 20-minute process to start the mead ends up taking over an hour. I am not happy about that. Smash a jug. Possible process, but I cannot do that. Because, again, I have to make sure that honey does not get contaminated. If I cut that jug open, it can get contaminated. If I break that jug open, it can get contaminated. If I dunk it in a boiling pot of water, it can contaminate it. I literally have to be so careful about this that I don't contaminate the honey, or I waste basically 2 months of my life until I realize something went wrong when either it tastes terrible or grows mold. Anyway, that is my fun, and I took way too long on this story. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on? No? Good. Let's go ahead and get to the news. Okay, go ahead.
I don't... Maybe you should order a new thing of honey from somewhere else, but that's just... you already paid for the other one, so that's kind of costly.
Yeah, I looked at Walmart raw unfiltered honey, 5 gallons, $219.
5 pounds. Look at 5 pounds. Don't look at gallons. You're going to kill yourself with that.
It's a major difference.
Major difference. I had to make absolutely clear on that. No, 5 gallons of honey. Yeah, that sounds about right, but that is horribly wrong too. You don't want 5 gallons of honey, unless you.
I found 5 pounds of honey.
There you go.
I found 5 pounds of honey. Oh, $27.
Sounds a little more reasonable. Still crazy, but no. I think in this case I might end up dragging my roommate out to Costco and just getting it from there for now instead of trying to order it off Amazon. I think the other tub might be okay though. I think I just might have got lucky with the one I opened that was crystallized, and maybe in my stubbornness I probably could have just gone with the other one. But at the same time, I would have had to deal with it one way or another. So I don't know. Maybe I thought it'd been easier to melt and it ended up not. You know, hindsight's 2020. Conventions! Let's go ahead and talk about pony conventions. Because anything is better than talking about my stupidity. Like I need water. Actually, do I have water? Sorry, I just realized the alcohol is actually starting to dry up my mouth.
It's an issue.
It is. Alright, starting off. Winnie City PonyCon is coming up in just 2.5 weeks. Also, it looks like last week was Sequestria Fest. I did see some posts about it over on Twitter. Looks like people had a fun time. They had a pretty good charity sale. Some pretty good band things going on. It looks like it's just pretty much a smaller, fun convention for people, which is nice, you know. Sometimes a small convention is kind of what you need. So I hope everybody that went to Sequestria Fest had a great time, and I hope it continues to do well and is able to continue to be an Easter convention that will maybe hopefully grow bigger in time. But yeah, Windy City PonyCon coming up in 2.5 weeks. They've been making announcements about guests. Of course, they're also making announcements that they could use any assistance and help if you can. And also, I believe that the last chance that you had to get a discount on pre-registration has already passed, or that might have been TrotCom where that's already passed. I'm not sure. Either way, take a look and see if there's any discounts if you haven't gotten your pass yet. But you should probably definitely get your pass if you haven't yet, if you're going to go. Also, at the same time, Everfree Encore is going to be going on over in Oslo, Germany. It's going to be a fun time too, which will have a big old concert, and I believe both of these are going to be having stage events going on over in Ponytown. So if you want to participate online, both of them are going to have that option and the opportunity, which is going to be really sweet. We also have an online concert coming up 5 weeks from now and 4 days called the Full Spectrum Fest Open Skies. They have their Discord and Mastodon, and I think they have a website too. Let's bring it up here real fast. Oh, they even have the schedule up. So yeah, you can get a taste of what's going on right now. So yeah, you got DJ Soundbreaker, Karaoke. Wow, there's a lot of names I haven't heard yet. That's kind of cool. Get a chance to actually hear some musicians you may have not heard of before. But yeah, this is awesome. I like this. This is great. Yeah, I strongly recommend checking it out, especially if you've been wanting to check out some new musicians out there. This may be a good chance to break into somebody that you may have not heard of before. May really, really get it going. Oh, here we go. More details. This is an online music festival taking place in Ponytown on the 29th of June. So,
Hey, Cole.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, Cole.
We haven't gotten to the content creation yet.
But we are glad to have a Cold Dust here, though it looks like you're muted. You might still be doing stuff. So say hi whenever you're ready. No rush. Instead, let's go ahead and talk about something that we need a rush on. Anyway, let's start off with the Elements of Justice. The 4th episode of the current series, Turnabout Discharge, has been released. This, of course, is dealing with what appears to be a very interesting and angry Luna. I wonder if she's going to object to something.
Of course she objects.
Objection! My sister eats way more cake than me. But seriously, I would recommend checking it out. Remember that these are big, long episodes that take over an hour to go through for each one. But it definitely will be a lot of fun. The animation has gotten a lot better. Oh, hey, there's a familiar face in the crowd there. It's Derpy. See, you can see her right up there.
And Thespio.
Who's that?
Derpy.
Yeah, see, we got Derpy. Who cares about anybody else? Oh, yeah, it looks like Sonata. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say check it out. Looks like it's a lot of fun, and they've been working really hard on this series, and I'm always willing to advocate for it, though it's funny that I haven't heard a single one since the initial one came out, and I feel kind of sad for that. So, here's something else. Oh, actually, is Cold Dust here?
Yes, he is.
No, I mean,
I'm here.
is he present? Hey, Cold Dust!
Hello.
I'm going to want your input on this one.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I arrived at just the right point. Also, I'm back.
Oh, hey, welcome back. So, the newbie artist training ground for Equestria Daily has been announced to start on June 1st.
Ooh.
So,
That is an old picture.
so for those of you who are unaware, this is the chance to basically try to do some art or have some prompts to try practicing things if you already do art. The whole idea of the newbie artist training ground is to let people spread their wings and try something different. Last year, I basically tried doing the prompts through more of a painting aesthetic as opposed to the line arting that I have been practicing. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing this year, Though maybe I'll just try to go for more dynamic positions and things that have a lot more energy to them as opposed to somebody standing still. Which I'm going to get to that later, I'll promise you. But the whole idea is it's going to be 30 days of prompts with a couple of days of cat makeup days. So in case you miss a prompt or you just need a breather, you have a day to relax on that. But yes, once a day for 30 days, you will receive a prompt, and you'll be requested to make art of that. Art, of course, can be submitted digitally. Lined paper, paintings, origamis, chalkboards, animations, pixel arts, source filmmakers, anything that, as long as it's considered art and matches the theme. Equestria Daily standards, of course. And if you have been meaning to practice something different in art, or you want an excuse to start trying to do art, even if it's just to draw stick ponies, I say this is the perfect time and opportunity to do so. So be sure to check it out. That comes up on June the 1st, which is just a week and a half from now. Actually, that gives me a thought. Maybe I should try doing pencil drawings for this stuff instead this year.
Yeah, you can.
It's your art, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
You experiment with what you want to do.
Exactly.
I should probably try this year, seeing as I have done very little drawing this year at all. I think the last drawing I released was in March. And it was a pencil sketch.
Bad.
Yeah, it has been a while, but I'd say that's a perfect...
That's pretty bad for me. Usually I can release a couple things a month. But, yeah, no. This year has not been a good arting year for me.
I don't think it's been a good year for a lot of people. It's kind of hard to keep up with a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, busy times. But
I'd say it's a good excuse to try to pick up the pen or the pencil or mouse clicker, I guess, depending on what you're going for.
True.
Yeah. And yeah, Sonic. Sonic, here. There's one good thing. If you already downloaded that stuff off the workshop, you'll have it forever as long as you don't delete it. You just can't re-download it anymore. So if you already got it, you should still be good. Just hopefully you never have to wipe your computer again for the rest of time.
Wait, what is that?
Nintendo went on a hunting spree for copyright infringement on on Gary's mod.
Link.
Oh.
Anything Nintendo related got axed.
Yeah, some troll brought it to Nintendo's attention, from what I've heard.
I'm not going to dive into that. It's a whole mess as it is. Let's delve into a different mess. My Little Pony Zephyr Heights Mystery has been released for consoles and Steam. Of course, those of you who watch the Discord know that I jumped in on this on Friday and played a few hours into this. Apparently, it's about a 5 to 6 hour long game, depending on how many extras you go about, or if you really delve deep into it, or if you try to speedrun it.
Also, it's co-op.
It is actually co-op, yes. Ooh. It is co-op, and you get to play with all 6 ponies at some point or another. So, yeah, it is really interesting. It's really exciting. They have improved quite a bit. However, there's, of course, been a few bugs that I found while playing the game. There's been a couple of times I had to redo some missions I've done twice, because apparently it didn't save, but when I transitioned from one place to another, it reset my progress. I don't know, it was weird. But I haven't encountered anything game-breaking, which, you know what, I'll take that as an absolute win in some regard. And hopefully they'll come up with a patch to fix some of the smaller stuff. But yes, Zephyr Heights Mystery has been released, and they even have a final release trailer to get your faces wet. What? To get your appetite wet. You get your faces smiling and your appetite wet. You see, I think I need to start writing a script for this stuff. I don't know if I should keep going off of my brain. Apparently it's gone places, and I don't know where it's going anymore.
How you said that brought me to a strange place.
Yes, me too. I believe it. I believe me. I go into a weird place too. But yeah, it's interesting. It's cool. It's fun. You can fashion up. You get all the ponies. I mean, how could you say no? It's awesome, and it's $40. It's a budget title.
All the swag.
All the swag. All right, let's go ahead and move right on here. Now, if you want to get a taste of more G5 Pony, we also have the Tell Your Tale Episode 12, Where the Rainbows Are Made. And yes, this is one that you could probably have a lot of fun letting your theory hats go on about how this exists. And I'm sure some of you are already starting to sing the Pegasus device. You guys are messed up.
Rainbow Factory. In the Rainbow Factory.
Messed up! But yes, it is technically the Rainbow Factory. Have fun with that one. I'm gonna move on. All right, really quickly.
Yes, moving on.
Really quickly, it looks like the illustrious Q over at Equestrian Daily received some recent packages from Hasbro, with the new pony toys that you can only get off of Amazon. It kind of goes through the ins and out, but essentially this is one of the first times that we got a dragon outside of Spike in the pony toys.
Oh, she's prettier than her image and in her box art for some reason.
Ow, that hurts. You're not wrong, but it hurts. But yes, this
very nice.
Yep, this is the Dragonlight reveal set with Blaze Sky Song and apparently a lot of glow-in-the-dark pieces as well.
Wait, it has a glow-in-the-dark Sparky?
Yes.
That is amazing.
Radioactive.
Hell yeah.
Radioactive. Okay, yeah.
Well, imagine dragons.
But yeah, it's a full-on review. The figures, the packaging, the toys, the glow-in-the-dark, all of the fun stuff. It's all in there if you really want to get a look at it. And of course, once again, a quick reminder that this is only on Amazon apparently for $15.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna just expect to find it in a store, you really can't. You really have to buy it here. So, but it is really awesome that they did include the dragon, a different dragon for once outside of dragons that start with S and are there. You know what? A little bit of credit too. Toys for girls and boys. Guess what? It's no longer the pink aisle toys, everybody. The ponies that belong to the men. Well, the boys, but the men too. Speaking of which, we also have the Kentucky Roller Derby issue 4 was released today. The continuing story of how Sunny is trying to get a ragtag group of ponies and snails together to basically roll the buck over everybody that stands in their way. And losing her mind in the process. Yeah, be sure to check it out. This is the second to the last issue because the 5th one is the last issue.
I must show them that I am a superior leader.
And speaking of last things, well, kind of, the Scholarly Shenanigans expansion for the My Little Pony deck building game is now officially released from Renegade. And admittedly, I did not put my order in until after I received this notice. So I have an order in now, along with a book RPG, which also means I haven't received it yet because I have to wait until the book RPG comes out too, and they'll come together. But it saves on shipping. But yeah, once I get it, I'll get a little bit more fairer and better review of the entire thing here. But for now, here's some teaser cards. And you'll notice that it is now here. It is now available. It is on Renegade Game Studios. And it is $30. So yeah, check it out. Especially if you got all the other sets, including the Collision Course. Now you can have the Student 6 playing with Megatron. Because why not?
Ooh.
No, Grimrock's got to be the substitute teacher.
You heard me. Anyway, and finally, to wrap it all up, this is just something we barely found out about. It's not even in the show notes yet. I'll have to put it in later. We barely found out. This news came out about this literally a few hours ago. At least on the Patreon side. Yotsmark, who is developing Battle Gem ponies, has also released an update for Adventures in Equica Unicorn Training. Now, this is a very big deal. This was an Android game that came out way back in the early years of the fandom. I had it on my old mobile device. And do you know what the funniest part is? I still have it on my mobile device. Right now, my mobile device, in which I moved a lot of my applications, including one I can't even get to work anymore, it does have Unicorn Training on it still. And this was like one I've had for about 8 years on this thing. And the fact that they decided to update it, make it work again, and have released it not only on Windows but on all mobile platforms. So Apple, Android, Windows,
Wow.
Mac, Linux.
You gotta remember to put this in the show notes.
I absolutely will. But yes, this is on everything and everywhere. It's been fully updated, so now it'll work on everything else. You can see it's been freshly patched as of right now, including new upgrades on everything. And playable on PC for the first time. You could not play this on PC normally. And I already paid into this and I downloaded my own copy of it. So, but this will be in the show notes. Yeah, you can see right here. I purchased it for $3. I own this.
I'm about to go buy it.
So yeah, we will check out this game a little bit later in the future, but this is just something I wanted to give a heads up here and now because, you know, it's here and now.
And related to our topic.
In a way, yeah, because the proceeds are going to be helping towards funding Battle Gem Ponies and getting things moving on that. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Oh, wait, I already do have it in the show notes. I was smart. Yay. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. All right, so now that is over and done with, it's time to go to fan submissions and suggestions. And of course, we start that off with our challenge of the week. Now, challenge of the week, by wonderful random draw from all of you, was What the Dub Gone Wrong.
Nice.
Or Gone Too Far, really. Gone Too Far. I almost got it.
Excellent.
But we also had a protest initiative challenge.
We sure did. I have no idea what it was. Oh, was I here? I think I was here.
I think you were, but I don't remember. No, you did give the prompt. Admittedly, it was kind of a hurried prompt.
Oh, I did?
It's posted in the announcements channel.
Wait, it is?
It is.
Announcements.
Since the website's been acting funky, we've had to do that.
Oh, okay. The Protest Initiative Challenge was tell your tale. Rainbows. No, wait. No.
The next one up from me that isn't in that everyone.
Wait.
2 messages up from that.
Oh, calendar. That's right. It was calendar.
Okay, and I have lost my mind on this one. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna bring it up first. First, let's go ahead and bring up the image, because I had to do this in 2 parts.
Smarch.
The lousy Smarch weather.
March.
This was actually a Simpsons joke. Smarch weather.
What, the Smarch?
Yeah. Now the other joke. This was, of course, What the Dub Gone Too Far. Here we have this is being shown as a What the Dub, and here are the prompts that are being thrown out.
Nice.
Of course, I tried my best to color code the chat blocks. It's kind of hard to see. One of them is bright pink-ish, kind of a fuchsia pink. One of them is gray.
There is.
And one of them is blue.
Oh, I see.
It's so thin it is hard to see.
Yeah, I
couldn't even see that.
Yeah, I realized it was thin when I did it, but I literally only had 10 minutes left of work. I needed to get these pumped out and gone.
Now,
so.
second, the real issue is you have at least 2 blue characters.
We all know who did this one. We all know.
You know, I wouldn't say you haven't had dates.
Exactly.
No.
We all know who would. We all know who it is.
Yep.
But
You
yes.
shouldn't call me out that bad, man. Come on.
Oh,
Yours would be white.
I would have put you more of as a whitish gray. No.
Oh, so you call me white now?
Yes.
You're as pale as death itself.
You're the pale horse of death. Let's move on.
You're white as a sheet.
That's well, I guess.
Literally.
That's
I
not
don't-
how that works, dude.
So anyway, yeah, the joke, of course, was 3 people coming up with prompts for whatever the image or video was going on, and of course, I'm sticking fun at myself. Thank you to CMC, Coldust, and Suki
Yeah.
for these. But yeah. The too far one was obviously the just the complete rampant destruction of me and my entire social life. Anyway, yeah, that's a joke here. I'm not gonna lie though, I completely lost it. I had this drawn out. I had the general sketch idea drawn out yesterday. I sat down to try to draw this out at work when I had some downtime. I could not get the form right. This drove me crazy. At one point, I think the head the head and the body were like slightly separated off. The shoulder that was in the chest, it was actually like another inch below, and at one point, the stomach was a lot further out there. The thigh was so huge that I'm pretty sure that I caused somebody I gave somebody something to think about in regards to having something awaken in them. I mean, this was such crap.
Those unicorn cheeks.
I redrew this a few different times just to try to get it to where it is, and I still could not fix this shoulder. I don't know how to do it. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I gave up. I gave up because I ran out of time and patience. That's why there's this hair there. That hair is literally just to cover the fact I could not figure out how to do that shoulder.
Well, at least it's better than what you described.
Yeah, it is a lot. It does look a lot better altogether. And the fact is, it is a more dynamic and energetic pose, which was partly what I was going for. I'm trying to go for more energetic and moving and poses that actually feel a lot more lifelike than somebody just standing there like I just MS painted it there in place. Speaking of which, we also got Toas from last week.
And CMC pointed out multiple things of stuff I didn't finish. And I'm like, well, there was also the secondary prompt of, I got it, no, I don't. I got it, and it's gone.
What? No. That wasn't. The prompt was.
It was posted.
No, the prompt was I had it, then I lost it. My thing was I had it. No, wait, no, it's gone. That was a joke. That was literally the joke. It's the subtitle. It's like the quote subtitle of the movie. That's like, where when darkness comes, the light will shine, or some crap like that. I was making fun of that shit.
Also, in fairness, I did a pretty good job recreating the logo.
That's no, I'm not gonna knock that. You actually did a pretty good job with the logo, and I'm actually not gonna knock all of this. This is not bad altogether. I just had to throw out there because I was poking fun at myself. But there is one last thing I did, and
I have one comment on that.
Shoot, yeah, go for it.
You used the wrong celestial redux. That's the wrong eye.
Ooh.
That's fair.
Yeah, and all on.
It's annoying because right now the website isn't even using the right font.
Which is unfortunately
it's not finding it. I don't know why.
Unfortunately, that's the least of our problems with the website right now.
Yeah.
Well, at least on one last thing, I do have something fun and exciting and interesting.
Oh, now, real quick, Toa, I like this. You did good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did good. I mean, despite the pokings, you actually did put in some good effort, and it does show. Though now the only thing I'm really kind of lost on here is actually between Suki and me. I don't know what's going on with the hand or the shoulder or whatnot there.
It's meant to be flipping off, but we don't have fingers. Well, you guys don't.
I took it more as he was raising his forehead.
The problem with that though is
not in a flip-off position, but like he's gotta be your hand over or receiving something.
No, the way it's cut off there, you can't even tell. I actually thought that's his shoulder right up there, and his arm is going down, but
At
it's
first,
a
I
really...
thought that too at first.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was not my proudest thing. Hey, I had multiple characters and I did them before cutting them out.
Yeah, I know. It just stuck out like a sore shoulder. Anyway. And sorry, that's just one thing that keeps catching my eye. It's nothing on a slight. If anything, the fact that that's the only thing that's really catching me is definitely good. It shows improvement. It shows skill.
You mean besides the inside of the mouth being not colored?
Well, there's only one of that, but yeah, I see your point.
That, as I totally said, I pointed out a number of things. My hair, Commander's mouth.
Well, anyway,
Are you telling me the inside of your mouth is not like a snowstorm? It's like
no, and seems
he's just about to shoot fire, but it's lighting up at the moment.
And
this
CMC,
is what happens when you drink milk.
Oh yeah, yes, milk and nothing else. Anyway,
at least this fancy milk that I get at the store, it comes in cans, and like it's listed kind of weird. It says paint.
It's Muyu active.
See, Cole, it's fancy. It's called paint.
Okay.
Is that what it is? I thought it was called pint tea.
Yeah, it's a pinch of
pint. It's like a pint tea. it's like a round of the pint. The pint tea.
I thought it was labeled Le Blanc.
You don't have to refrigerate it, but you do have to mix it. But that's fine because like it's thicker than whole milk.
Yeah, it's almost like an ice cream texture.
Yeah,
no, like melted ice cream. It's like Greek yogurt kind of. Anyway, let's go ahead.
Yeah,
give him to yogurt.
All right. Anyway, last thing here. Now, I don't know. I think I did announce it on the show, but if not, I'm working on a dumb-ass project when I have a little bit extra funds. This is the dumbass project of getting a bunch of artists to do art of Allura because I think she is awesome, and I want to see if I can spur people into start making more art by literally planting seeds.
So you went to Baja.
I went to Baja.
yeah.
Baja Griffin, of course, was doing a few more commissions at the moment before they couldn't do any for a while. So I quickly grabbed one of their $50 spots, and where you just give them a name of an OC, and they give them a name of a character, and they go to town. So I just said, Allura, and I do not care if you go to town. Go ahead. I just want it to be Allura. That's all I'm aiming for. And here we go.
The only thing I'm getting an off on this is the toe beans are a little bit fat, but I can understand.
I don't mind the toe beans.
I don't mind it at all.
It's just styling. Honestly, I really like this.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Baja Griffin, their art is freaking amazing. If you haven't checked them out, you should check them out.
Yeah.
Their art is so freaking cool, and this is no exception. This is excellent.
This is amazing. I couldn't thank them enough for it. And yeah, check them out. Give them, check out their art. They do a lot of great merchandise and art for the community, and they really do got to get a shout out more often for it.
They designed some of my favorite mugs. You remember when Mid-Air Pony Fair was going on? They made a couple of mug designs for that, and I bought both of them, and they are my favorite mugs.
I still got a couple of those too. Yeah, I think I also got a mug of horse tears because of Centaur World from them.
Hell yeah! I don't have that one.
Also,
sadly,
never forget the tax evasion hoodie.
Oh, they're the ones there's the ones that created the tax evasion meme.
Yes, that's right. They made that, and they made the shirt. I have that shirt. I'm very happy I have that shirt. I believe they re-released it too, so it was like not like the standard t-shirt graphic thing, but you know those cool newer ones that they're making that kind of breathe a bit better, and they just have like the design just in the fabric. Yeah.
I think I got one of those too. Actually, it's really sweet.
I need to get one.
But so that's the next one. Who's gonna be the next one I'm making of an Allura? I have no idea because it's literally random chance and if I have funds. But I am slowly but surely proliferating the Brony community with Allura. We will make this tigress as famous as Nightmare Moon, and all the
Hell
punishment
yeah.
that comes with it.
Do
Anyway, yes. Don't do it. Yes, but for
I'm
now,
fully in support of this plan because I'm in support of the plan of buying more art from artists who are amazing.
oh,
support
absolutely,
support artists, y'all. Artists are so freaking cool.
yeah. And with that in mind, we do have our picker wheel for the next challenge of the week. Of course, newbie artist training ground doesn't happen for a week and a half. And, okay, I know who DM is going for, so I'll spell it right here.
Yeah, I had a little bit trouble remembering.
Okay, the plan.
We have a plan? No.
We have a
Want to
plan.
make her famous? Let's make her famous.
We had a plan about 3 years ago. Unfortunately, at this point, we're just kind of winging it.
I deliberately put a question mark on that.
Actually, I think the plan involved wings. That's why we're winging it.
This is the greatest
This-
plan.
Yes.
Also, yeah, CMC did say they were specific about having the question mark.
Yeah, it's gotta have the question mark.
Yeah,
The madness
plan has a
of the
question
show.
mark.
Where do you want to go with it?
Getting a giant hunting crystal in the mail. Okay, drunk Discord. Wow, that can go.
Oh, boy.
That's terrifying to think about.
No, a sober Discord would be worse.
No, drunk
No.
Discord would be.
We've already seen the sober Discord. Actually, it'd be funny if drunk Discord ended up the same as the caffeinated Pinkie Pie that some people joke about. You know, where he actually gets so drunk that he actually becomes sober and tame. He's just kind of sitting there with a cup of tea. It's just like, oh, how's it going?
Yep.
Ever done that though, where you became so drunk people think you're sober afterwards?
Yeah, you actually just
You just
like
cycle back around.
yeah,
Hey,
or like
Mom, I can still drive.
Pinkie Pie with a coffee. She just drinks it, and then suddenly she's just crocheting quietly in the corner, just completely stable. It's like, what the hell?
That has happened to me on a few
then
drunk streams.
Then on the
Did
other
you give her
end.
decaf?
Oh God!
Blink your blank until you blink.
Blankety blank. Don't talk blank. Anyway, all right. If anybody, we still got some. You still got a moment. If you want to get your pumps in, get them in now, because this wheel is going to be spinning, and once it spins, it cannot be stopped. We've tried. Many ponies have died. Many Gungans have died too. We used to be the Star Wars fandom. Then we killed all our Gungans, so now we're doing ponies. This is how it happened, everybody.
You
No,
figured
George
out the
Lucas
true
had
lore
the head
behind the
start.
fandom.
This is the true lore behind the Brony Show. We actually used to be a Star Wars podcast, but our Gungans all died.
Good thing too, because Star Wars has not been going in a good direction.
Actually, it's more depressing. You know what? Never mind. I think I might reveal a little too much. So I'm gonna back off on that.
Star Wars is fine. It's the fan base that's having issues.
No, Star Wars is not fine. They are milking it for.
anything.
They're milking it for all it's worth, and the fact that there's blue milk in Walmart proves it.
I'm fine with the blue milk.
Thank you.
We didn't need the Emperor back in the
Yes.
third set.
No, I mean just I'm fine. Just the fact that we basically got blue milk everywhere now, as they're trying to sell it as Star Wars milk, is just it just kind of feels like they're.
Let me tell you, blue
Merchandising
is
it to-
not the worst color for milk.
No,
Are you telling me?
that's not the problem. I mean, no, the problem is.
though.
No. Okay. So
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know I know what the problem is. There's a wheel and it's not spinning.
Good point.
Exactly.
All right. Wheel of Vitality. Spin, spin, spin. Tell us what we should draw or write or
Wheel of
music
Fortune.
or
Wait,
whatever.
But I
yes.
have to know.
No! No! Oh!
Until you're blank the blank.
Okay.
Yes, my chaos. My chaos.
Wonderful.
Look at that! It was so close.
You
We
did it.
almost got more kitty.
You did it.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the plan. Question mark.
So everybody, the challenge for next week is now apparently blank your blank until you blanks the blank.
Ah, okay. It's a CMC prompt.
Pretty much.
What?
But of course, if you need some help with what the blank to draw, we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
This is true. The Protest Initiative Challenge this week is coins.
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 Ah, sweet coins.
Coins. Also, I don't know what y'all's problem with blue milk is, because like the pint is like, you know, in so many different colors. You can choose like there's a whole wall to choose from.
No,
like a bunch of cardboard swatches, and then they mix it for you like you know, like a cocktail.
You know, I was actually going to plead my argument, then I realized what we were talking about here. We're going to go ahead and go on to the rest of the fan submissions and suggestions, because we got a number of them, because I could not get them in the video segment for this week, which probably, I'm sure somebody out there is thanking every deity above. But let's go ahead into it real fast. We have a lot of PMVs, essentially. That's why we couldn't get a lot of them in, because PMVs, unfortunately, do not mix well with YouTube or anything else in general. These are YouTubes, of course, that are based off of actual music things. So we had to treat them separately. But we...
not because we don't like them, it's because it's being dumb.
Because YouTube has its way with stuff like this. And I'm not making a dime off of the show. I don't want anybody else to make a dime just because I decided to spend a few hours to have some fun with everybody. But we have a PMV, but at least I got you in my head. It's a raretoire ship PMV too, so you can have a little bit of fun with that.
Hell yeah.
That's actually a rare combination.
Next, we have this is interesting. Somebody is actually taking speaking of Turnabout, the Turnabout series, somebody's taking Turnabout Storm and they're up-resing it. They're doing a Redux version where they're taking all of the graphics and images and everything and the animations, and they're up-resing it into a higher definition.
Oh, remaster.
Essentially, yes. And I wasn't able to tell this initially. I saw this initially. I'm just like, it just looks like the exact same thing. And then I pulled up the original Turnabout Storm. In fact, let's pull it up here real fast.
Oh God,
you can see that the graphics and everything are a lot more
pixely.
Okay, second. Pause that actual one, and what was it? Resolution on the original.
It might just be, well, wow, actually, funny enough, this is doing 1080, so we can actually bring this up to it. We can bring this up to a 1080. How awesome is that?
The original?
Well,
I'm bringing it up. It might still be 1080 though. It just might be it's 720.
No, look at the fact that this is a 4x3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that too. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely 4x3. A lot of it. The funny thing is, a lot of it was based off of the old GBA graphics, which 10 years ago, that's all they had.
Yeah.
Now that the games have been released on Steam and more newer consoles, they actually can get reference more cleaner sprites, so they don't have to downgrade the rest of the sprites from the other series. So yeah, we can make it look a lot nicer. There's a lot of reasons why they can do this now, but it looks really cool. Anyway, check that out. We got Losing My Mind PMV. Of course,
from Mystery Skulls.
Yeah, exactly that. It's Mystery Skulls. So yeah, this thing would immediately be flagged. So you can enjoy Fluttershy Losing Her Mind, but unfortunately that we can't show it on the show here, so you'll have to check it out for yourself. Here's a fun one. If you have never been able to go to an entire musician set over at a convention, we got close to the next best thing. An hour-and-a-half long showing of TCB, Never Last Standing, and Loop Poof at HarmonyCon 2024. Their entire music set.
Loop's been releasing stuff.
Well, kind of, because the problem with this is unlisted. The only way you're going to find this is if you have the link. And luckily, some of the sources I go to did have it, so it is in our show notes for you to peruse.
Yay.
So yes, please check it out. It is in our show notes. If you want proof that not a lot of people know about this, that's literally my thumbs up there. Nobody else has done this. Seen this.
32 views.
32, yeah. Honestly, it does need a lot more love, but at the same time, it's also hidden, so I don't blame it for not getting it just yet.
Yeah, they don't want to take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's potential issues of them.
There might be problems. So yeah, check it out when you can. If it's gone, unfortunately, it's gone. I downloaded it already, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Anyway, Tell Your Tale fan-made opening. This one is hilarious. But, you know, they basically made their own special opening for Tell Your Tale. But they based it off of Hopeful Heart, the Care Bears music. From the Care Bears reboot.
Wow.
You know what?
It's like,
That
what?
kinda works.
No, it doesn't. I don't know what. It's just, wow. But, you know what? Fair enough. Here's another one. This is one now, I'm going to preface this by saying it has not been copyright claimed. But
Yeah.
I'm still so paranoid about YouTube and algorithms and stuff.
I can see.
I had
Again, if you were there at HobbyCon when this came on,
yeah, but this
you were seeing it with everyone in that convention.
actually this one's a little bit more different than that, but fair enough. This was
But it has mostly the same name, so
yeah, this was done by Prince Whatever and a few others. They do a emo pony cover rendition of Welcome to the Black Parade.
No, they actually did this.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, that's the version that was used for the opening theme for Harmony.
Oh, well, fair enough then. My apologies.
So
This one has
have a fun artwork to go along with it here.
which is probably why we haven't seen it until now.
This is so good.
But yeah, it is a cover, so as I said, right now it is not claimed. But of course, this is YouTube, so it just takes one algorithm to get their knickers in a bunch, and then off it goes. So I cannot show this, but I do highly recommend checking it out, especially if you want to feel things, because you'll feel things. And
I can't imagine Twilight with a nose ring.
Anyway, this one was really awesome. It's too long, though, so we couldn't use it as a closer. BGM Pony Degeneracy has Steel Wings. It's awesome rock album. Really good music there. Get to enjoy it. And I thought this one was also really good, but I didn't get a chance to really get to it, to put it in here. Decided to go with a different Prince Whatever. This one, of course, has Replacer and Koa. And doing Unicycle Groove. Which is also on the Ponies at Dawn Blossom album, apparently.
Do you want a unicycle? I promise you it'll be really, really fun.
But no, it's got a really nice beat to it. And, of course, it is G5 as well, so getting a little bit of G5 mixing in with some new music and stuff, always a highly encouragement.